Why is this business even necessary? What is it about it that makes it different, unique? Why are you kicking butt?
We are one of the first, if not maybe the only, footwear brand totally focused on fit right now and trying to disrupt the footwear market in a way that we don't think has been done yet. So we are combining dedication to beautiful, high-quality shoes with shoes that also fit and feel good.
It's a weird story. I guess I was playing bass and being musical and doing all those things, but all the while eating a lot of burritos and feeling that there was an opportunity to bring a legit San Francisco-style taqueria to New York City and other places that didn't have it.
Cosmetics expire, and I think we forget that, and you don't want to throw away a product you spend a lot of money on. And the idea of products that expire that you don't actually get through can become this frustrating circle of not ever using the product, having it go bad, wasting money. And I never wanted another woman to waste money, time, and purse space.
What's the challenge? What's been the hardest part of this?
When we first launched, we sent out hundreds and hundreds of fitting kits in a day. And as we started to get in measurements, we realized, some of these don't look quite right. Some things don't add up. And so we started to realize that some of the instructions and some of the steps were confusing to people in a way that we didn't realize they were confusing. We had tested it with ourselves, we had tested it with friends, we had tested it with advisors, but when you get people who are removed from the idea, they just don't look at it in the way that you look at it. So over the course of the last year, since then, we have completely revised the fitting kit process, made it almost as foolproof as it can get, so that we took out all of those questions, all of those room for error that did actually cause a problem for us at the very beginning.
Speed of service, which we refer to as throughput, is a huge metric for us. I mean, that's everything. In a lunch environment where you've only got a couple hours to sell, you've really got to make hay. And we put ourselves, in midtown locations with high rent, but need to do then the high volume to kind of make it add up. So we're super focused on kind of our throughput, but what really changed the game for us with throughput was this double line that we designed. So our guests queue up in one line and they can go one of two directions. We thought, okay, we'll build this double line and we'll go twice as fast. But we went 3 times as fast.
How did you know that you were onto something? What was that aha moment like, oh my God, this is really going to work? What was that?
Well, I think the first time that we tried on our own shoe, that was an aha moment because it was everything that we wanted it to be. It was comfortable, it was beautiful, and to be able to truly love something that you create, that makes you really believe in the product and believe in where this can go.
One of our connoisseur friends ate one of our burritos and said, I think this is the best burrito I've ever had. And it was just like, oh my gosh, if we can convince you of that and if we can make that kind of product, then this is gonna work.
What advice can you offer to someone who's starting a business?
Well, I think the best piece of advice I ever got on being an entrepreneur is don't be afraid to be embarrassed, because you're always going to do something that's wrong. Every single day I make mistakes, and embarrassing mistakes that if you knew better you wouldn't make. But as long as you're able to get through your mistakes, learn from them and learn from them quickly, you'll be fine. So know that the first step in becoming good is being bad.
I think as 2 people fresh out of college and fresh to the real world in general, we were able to be really honest about what we didn't know and kind of find the people who did. So whether it was product or packaging or web design, we went after the experts who kind of really had mastered it and pitched them on the idea, and some of them believed it.
I guess we've just tried to be careful and diligent about what we're doing. And we chose a business that wasn't that complex. It's not a restaurant. And we kind of have tried to simplify everything we do so that we can actually do it. So maybe it was an asset not having experience in that we didn't overreach. We've got enough inexperience for the whole team. So everyone else can, have a strong background as a chef or our lawyer or our contractor. We try to really use experienced people.
What about the next stage here?
And now that we've had a year and a half of kind of perfecting this ballet flat, we're ready to tiptoe, really sort of in a disciplined way, into the next few silhouettes. Because I think our grander vision is that in 5 years, a woman could look back and say, Margot makes my shoes, and she can have her classic staples all made by us, because this beauty of the made-to-measure concept is once you're measured, we have your measurements on file, and When we release new styles or new silhouettes, your measurements always apply. So it's a very easy purchase online afterwards. So we hope to really take advantage of this customer loyalty in a very kind of focused way as we expand.
We're going to Chicago in a few months. That'll be our next market. And we're super excited about that and really focused on just getting that right, because it's obviously a make or break moment for the company. Hopefully we can just keep growing and kind of not go too fast or have the wheels come off, and be planning in terms of kind of where we're going to be every year so we don't fall apart.
I don't think you ever feel like you've made it. There's always a new challenge, and you're always growing and changing and finding new problems and new solutions. And I think that businesses are a little bit like roller coasters, and some people love roller coasters. They're a ton of fun. But if you don't like roller coasters, you probably shouldn't get on the ride. I personally think roller coasters are a ton of fun.